In this demo, we're going to configure work folders. We're going to create a sync share for work folders on a file server, configure access on a Windows 8.1 client, create a file in there, and synchronize the data on a second machine. All right, we'll start off. Manage, add roles and features, role-based access, select my server, server 1, and we're going to expand the file and storage services selection and then expand the file and iSCSI services, and at the bottom of that list you'll find work folders. We'll select that. It's going to say, hey, you also need the IIS hostable web core. Fine. We'll install that also. There's no additional features I need to install. Press on, and at the confirm selections page, away we go. And I'm going to accelerate this installation for demo purposes. It really takes longer than this. Boom, we're done. All right, so I configured work folders on server 1. I went to the Files and Storage Services section, the Work Folders section, and currently there aren't any sync shares, so we need to select one. Tasks, New Sync Share, and the wizard pops up for us. We're going to select my server, and we're going to go down there and select by file share. We already have a file share called data that we're going to use for this purpose on server 1. Next, specify the structure, user alias, leave that as is. Select next. We're going to give the sync share a name. We're going to call it work folders because we lack imagination. We're going to grant access to our domain users group. And they appear. Pressing on. Device policies, press on. Confirm selections, there's your confirmation page, and create. Doesn't take very long in real time. Boom, that was created in that amount of time. So now we're going to go over to client 1, and we're going to configure client 1 to participate. So we're going to go to Control Panel, System Security, and down at the bottom there is Work Folders. So we're going to select Work Folders. We're going to set up work folders, and we're going to select the option to use a URL, and we're going to point it over to server 1 where our actual work folder is located. Security policies, a couple of them you have to accept that to press on. And let's go to Setup Work Folders. Started synchronizing. And now, if you'll notice, there's a Work Folders folder on our client machine. So we're going to go in there, and we're going to create a file. I'm going to call it new text document.txt. Remember that name, you're going to see that again, new text document. All right, here we are. Now we're moving over to client 2. We're going to configure client 2 to participate the same way we configured client 1 to participate. We need to go to our network connections, and we need to enable an Ethernet connection on Ethernet 2, just for purposes of this lab. I'm going to enable that, and momentarily it's going to come up and it's going to show us that it's connected to adatum.com, which is our parent network. Waiting, There it is. Okay. And let's go to Control Panel. System Security. Work folders again. Set up work folders. Same setup as before. Go to URL. We're going to enter the URL for server 1. Security policies, have to select that again. Again, we're on a different PC now. Work folders is synchronizing, and there is new text document.txt. Told you to remember that name.